What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Oh boy, we haven't done these guys in a while. Alright, we're coming back to Radiohead. Yes, indeed! Radiohead Fans FEELIN YOU! Come on now! Here we go. This is a request from Mark Colley, Guy Farting. Yeah, that's really the name I'm looking at. Guy Farting. Yep. And Diana M. They all want to see me react to this song by Radiohead called There. Now, the last time I did a Radiohead reaction, I've only done one so far, okay? The last time I did a Radiohead reaction, I got a lot of hate. I mean a lot of hate. And the funny thing is, I wasn't getting a lot of hate because of the score I gave. I wasn't given a lot of hate because of my interpretation of the music, my opinion of the music. I didn't get hate for that. I got hate of all things. I got hate because I had the audacity, to say that Radiohead is a prog rock band.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, that's why people were hating on me. Look, the reason I called them prog rock is I don't know anything about the band at all. All I have to go on is what I am told. And listen, when you have one or two people telling you that it's a prog rock band, maybe I'll listen, maybe I won't. If it's just one or two people, I probably won't. But when I have 7 or 8 people telling me all the same thing, that they're a prog rock band, guess what? You're going to have a tendency to listen to those 7 or 8 people. So that is why I call them a prog rock band, because I had seriously 8 people tell me they're prog rock. Okay, well if 8 people are going to tell me that, there must be some truth to it, right? Well, apparently not, because Radiohead fans were hating on me for that. As far as the song goes, Radiohead, There. To the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. It does not resonate with me. It does not strike a bell in any way, shape, or form. However, there is always a chance I may have heard this before and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I go, oh, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Itachi Uchiha, or is it Uchiha? Yeah, I'm guessing it's Uchiha, because of the H and the A. Okay, so Itachi Uchiha, and the video has 1.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Radiohead, There. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
All right, so the drums have almost like a tribal feel to them, almost, not quite, but the and having the deep, it almost sounds like it's all being done on toms. Like I'm not really hearing a kick drum. It almost sounds like the low, the floor tom is what's providing the actual drive, which is interesting. And I think that's part of the reasons why it's having kind of a tribal feel almost. The mix on the drums is really interesting too. It almost sounds like they're being put through a filter of some kind. Give it almost like a metallic feel to it, which is interesting. Really interesting. Guitar playing, very sparse. Just no full-blown chords. Just, you know, notes being strummed here and there in a very melodic way. Just not in a chordal way. It's interesting. It's interesting. Let's keep going here.
Just 'cause you feel it doesn't mean it's there. There's always a siren singing you to shipwreck. Steer away from these rocks, we'd be a walking disaster. Just 'cause you feel it doesn't mean it's there. Just 'cause you feel it doesn't mean it's there.
Okay, pause. The vocals, I'm really digging the vocal layering. And I love how they're panning it. So you have the lead vocal line pretty well balanced between left and right. You have a counter melody line directly under it, which is going to the right, and then you have a lower vocal line that's like entering from the left. It's some great panning work. Great mix too. The vocalization style of the lead vocal, I'm digging. He's going up into that falsetto range, but it's not a weak falsetto though. It's a pretty well supported falsetto from what I'm hearing, but not overpowering. It's not like an operatic style. It's a subtle style, but it's not thin and it's not breathy. It's very supported, very present. So I'm digging that. Let's keep going here. Semitones, nice. I need the full semitones, like half semitones. Like that. Okay, sounds like it's really starting to kick in now, which is good. I'm going to back it up. I think that might be a guitar solo, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so drums fully kicked in. Now I'm hearing the kick. Now I'm hearing the snare. So it sounds like the song is fully kicking in with like a minute and a half to go. So basically this spanned about like 4 minutes building up, which is fine. I got no issue with that at all. It's just, it's a little unusual. But as long as it has purpose and as long as it has direction, it's perfectly fine. I like that guitar, that do 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 do. You know, 1 5 8 5 1 5 8 5 1. I like that. Kind of stuck out and kind of helped carry the song along a little bit. Just adding to the build, adding to the build, adding to the build, up to the apex, which is right here. So nicely done. Very, very strategic. Very well done. Not bad. This is going to be one of those songs where, well, I'm not going to say it right now. I'm not going to say it right now. I'll let you in on what I'm thinking during the review. I promise. Well, there you go, folks. That was Radiohead with a tune called There. This was a request from Mark Colley, Guy Farting, yep, and Diana M. All right. This is going to be one of those times where I'm going to give a score and it's going to make absolutely no sense after I give the score saying what I'm going to say. I'm going to give the score, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and people are going to be scratching their heads going, I don't get it. Then why did you give it that score? I'll explain everything, I promise. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I didn't like the song. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not a song that I enjoyed listening to. I would never want to listen to this song ever again. This song did not hook me in any way. Nothing about this song I really found all that enjoyable. Having said that, I'm still giving it an 8.2. Why? Because as I have said in the past, I don't have to like a song. I don't have to love a song to recognize the brilliance and the intelligence that went into the songwriting and recording in order to give it a good score. Okay? This song, while I may not personally like it, I cannot deny the fact that there was a lot of thought that went into this. In particular, the songwriting, and especially in the engineering and mixing. I'm going to get the easy stuff out of the way. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to get the small stuff out of the way first. The drumming, very effective for the style of song that they're doing. Sticking to the toms for like 3/4 of the song, it's a pretty bold move. Pretty bold. Way to build up the song, with that type of a almost tribal feel into when it hits the apex of the song, coming in with the full kit. Very smart, good way to build. The guitars on this, one of my biggest turnoffs. The distortion, it was way too overdriven. Way too overdriven to really enjoy the melodic lines that the guitars were really playing. You had to really focus on those guitars. Nonetheless, what they were playing was really good, and it fit what was being done on the drums like to a T. I just wish they had cut back on the distortion like by half, so we could have enjoyed the melodic part of what was being done on the guitar. Couldn't hear bass at all, but I'm sure it was there, hopefully. I don't know. I couldn't hear it in the mix whatsoever. Vocally, one of the highlights for me personally, great vocal delivery, great projection, great support. In particular, when he went up into the falsetto range. Very impressive being able to have that supported falsetto voice without it sounding like it was being pushed or having it sound like it was being overly done. It was a very subtle but supported falsetto. That was a very strongly projected sound coming out of it. So fantastic job on the vocals. Now, let's talk about why this is really getting the 8.2, okay? Let's talk about the engineering in this song. Whoever engineered this was really thinking outside the box in a very effective and creative way. Lots of layers, lots of layering, even layering of the same sound to give it a thicker sound. The panning, the constant panning of all the layers is what really kind of added to this for me personally. Between vocal panning, guitar panning, panning the drums, there was a ton of panning being done, and you can't do that panning without effectively. Now look, you can just take the slider and move left to right, left to right. That's easy. I mean, that's easily done. But when you're dealing with multiple layers, you gotta pan the right layers at the right time, for the right amount of time, and at the right speed for it to make sense. A lot of work went into this panning. A lot, and I'll bet you probably hundreds of hours, I don't know, maybe not hundreds, but dozens of hours spent trial and error. That was a little too fast. That's a little too far. Let's try that from the right instead of the left. Instead of coming to a center, let's come to about a 40% threshold and then bring it back again, and then bring it to center threshold. I'll bet there was a lot of experimentation being done with the panning on this engineering. And it shows, because everything that was done from the panning standpoint made sense. This was a class on how to do panning correctly. So if anybody ever wants to know how they should try panning, or are there different ways of panning, Exhibit A, right here. This is a great example of, you don't just have to go left to right or right to left. You could go left to right, back to left, back to center, back to left again. I mean, there are so many different variations of panning in this. It's a little intimidating. It's a little overwhelming, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it sounded fantastic. The mix on this, the engineering on this was excellent. Like I said, really my only gripe about this song, my only complaint was the level of distortion in the guitars. In places were just like piercing, overly done. I'm sure there's a reason for that. I'm sure there is a purpose for it. When you put so much effort and work into panning and shifting and creating layers, I can't imagine that they would just put that distortion on there just for the hell of it. There had to have been a purpose for it. What that purpose is, I'm not sure. I don't know. but it was a little overdone for me. It was a little bit of a turnoff. But overall, the song was brilliant. The song was masterfully done from an engineering standpoint. Again, I have to reiterate this. I personally did not like the song. I personally didn't enjoy the song. I will probably never listen to this song ever again. Having said that, though, the song is brilliant. It is a great song. And that's why it's getting the 8.2. So, 8.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.